The biggest problem with the bill, the existence of the bill, is the Republicans allowing it to be debated is giving credibility to the argument that there is that the bill is necessary in the first place. The federal government has all of the authority that it needs to take care of the border. There does not need to be another bill. There doesn't need to be new authorization from Congress. There does not need to be anything except for the executive to use the powers that he has and to handle the job assigned to him in the Constitution. One of the few things that are specifically said that the president has to take care of.
I just want to give a shout out. I asked Libby to tweet out the bill so I could pull up the DC provision, but Libby retweeted Mike Cernovich. He said, if the border bill were truly a compromise, Democrats would support it as a standalone rather than tie it to the $60 billion WTF to money laundering Ukraine. It's all about money laundering. But I just love the WTF, like $60 billion. It's done. It's over. It's remarkable that anyone in their right mind could try to justify this expense.
Well, meanwhile,
I sent it to you.
Meanwhile, Ukraine's like,
you tweeted
it forcibly enlisting females to fight their war because they're doing so badly.
How long have they been doing that?
Yeah, it's at least a month now. Yeah, so they're forcibly enlisting women to fight their war because they're doing so in Ukraine. Yeah.
Well, I mean, women are already fighting in Israel for sure.
Oh yeah,
that's like part of the deal.
But the situation in both Israel and in Ukraine is like these are arguably existential threats, right? So like if the Palestinians had their way, there wouldn't be an Israel, and if Russia has its way, they might take at least half.
Oh, I mean, can I point out that when I said 14 billion to Israel, that includes to Palestine as well.
Right.
Yeah, because we're funding both sides of that war.
Absolutely.
And we have been for
like clowns, like damn fools.
We're dumb as shit.
I mean, anybody who's watched our foreign policy in the Middle East for the last, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 decades knows that we always fund both sides of every war. Then we never lose.
It's infuriating.
Schumer is saying the children of Gaza will starve. And like, come on, we all know when you send money to these NGOs, it funnels up to Hamas. As soon as these resources go in, Hamas is the governing body. They take it. Why are we playing this game? And I'm not saying like pick a side. I'm saying neither.
Yeah,
let's come back to America, baby.
Yeah,
I'm into neither myself.
The fact that we're talking about it is so frustrating because there is absolutely no legitimate reason for Ukraine and Israeli funding to be tied to controlling our own border. It's so goddamn frustrating.
It just shows the lie, right? I mean, it shows the lie so clearly. You don't care about American sovereignty. You don't care about American national security. They really don't care about our Americans. I mean, when I talk to liberals, when I talk to conservatives, everyone's like, yeah, it's a little too much. This whole immigration thing is too much. You have officials in New York saying it's going to destroy New York City, and everyone's like, oh, let's just do that anyway. Let's destroy New York City.
Let me read this. This is page 150 of the bill. It says, Judicial Review. Notwithstanding any other provision of this act, judicial review of any decision or action in this section shall be governed only by the United States District Court for the District of Columbia, which shall have sole and original jurisdiction to hear challenges, whether constitutional or otherwise, to the validity of this section or any written policy directive, written policy guideline, procedure, or implementation thereof, issued by or under the authority of the Secretary to implement this section. Long story short, you guys want to know what this bill is?
It's trying to corporatize the American government by giving diplomatic control to the federals.
They're trying to make sure that Donald Trump will have no power to do anything about the border if he becomes president.